What is up, guys? Today is another day of fixing the Saga. So I noticed since last week that my car seems like it's been running rich, to be honest. On the last video of the track session of the Saga, seems like this car is exploding exhaust like it has a remap or something. So we check, me, Elmin and Mark, we basically check on the previous video that time also, but just that I didn't record. That seems like piston 1 and 2, I mean the spark plug LE, yeah, it smells very fuel rich. So what we're gonna do today, we are going to Joshua, and as I said in the previous video, we are also changing the spring rate of the Saga to make it stiffer. But bad news is we cannot change it to a specific rate. Yeah, because my earlier plan was to change the front to 8K spring rate and then the back to 6K. But then if you're not running adjustable, seems like you cannot buy a separate spring, which is 6K separate spring for the back. So what we're gonna do today, we are gonna install the sports spring of the brand APM, since I'm already using APM Performex spring rate. Yeah, and make the back a lot stiffer, because the sport spring is a lot stiffer than the original spring, which is now currently running on original spring, which is maybe estimated rated to 2.5K, which is super soft for track use. For daily use, ooh, beautiful. But then now we are going to go, but then the car is for track use, so we're gonna use the spring rate of higher spring rate, sport spring. Don't know what's sport spring rate. There are no rates on sport spring usually, rated written, but it's stiffer. So let's go to Joshua. It's raining. Fix the firing issue, and you hear the exhaust, and also change the spring. Yeah, let's go to Joshua. And we are at Dream Wheel Center at Joshua shop now. They're gonna check out what is wrong with the Saga, with the firing. Seems like it's running block. First test is change spark plug, testing different spark plug. Then there's like a cable plug also over here. See how it goes. Seems like you check the firing already, it got fire.
The first cylinder, no.
Huh? No fire. Very weak.
Electric is going through the coil.
But
the coil also not through already. The plugs. Plug cable.
Huh? This is Mark's plug cable.
Yeah, the electric will shoot out from the side.
Oh, is it?
It's not supposed to shoot out from the side.
Oh man.
But then, I think that's not the issue. I think the issue is like the spark plug not firing though. Because I got salt from the plug cable, but then when I take out the plug cable, it's not tada kerja, you know.
So does it mean the distributor can be a problem too? Possible also, right?
Possible also, because the
This
spark
one,
coming out.
the distributor is coil inside the distributor, right? The coil.
The disc.
Huh?
There's a disc inside, ma.
Yeah lah, it's not separated. It's igniter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Igniter inside distributor. No, dah lah, distributor mahal. So we try to check the cheaper stuff first. Hopefully it's not the distributor, because distributor for this car is so damn expensive. I checked one of the Shopee item, it was like, one of it was like 500 plus ringgit, man. Distributor, no joke. So expensive. Spark plug and most probably cable plug. This cable plug looks expensive. Then so Joshua is giving me this. I don't know what brand is this. NGK Power B
G Power.
BK what ah?
It's the platinum alloy spark plug. So
the code is in the
it's
back.
the one in between iridium
PKR6
and copper.
EGP. Okay. How much you selling this?
Huh? Usually
Installation.
for this model around 150 include installation.
Oh, okay. How long can it last? Estimate.
2.5 longer than copper.
What does it mean? Like how many years?
Usually
is that?
copper lasts around 15,000 kilometer. The recommended one lah. And then this one around 35.
Wow,
like that.
that's long. My spark plug never lasts that long. My spark plug lasts way shorter.
It's the spark lifespan a lot. The cycle is more.
Okay. Time to put it in. Who knows, my car is faster after that. Yeah, boy. So since I cannot change the back spring rate, what we're gonna use for the back spring is ATN Performance. This is a spot spring for Proton Saga and Iswara. For those of people who doesn't want to use adjustable, they change to this, and of course the gas absorber. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna change the rear spring as well. The front cannot use this because I'm already used adjustable on the front. Master absorber kurang belakang tau. Tiap kali absorber belakang mesti aduh. Sipu absorber belakang. You have to unscrew the bottom part of the absorber to take out the spring. Just like that. So the moment when you take out the screw of the bottom absorber, the whole diff, the whole the whole hub will drop, and that's when you take out the ori spring. Extension. Ui, lembutnya. Explain to me what you're doing, Joshua.
I'm installing the buffer, spring buffer, to test it out. To
Make it stiffer.
Make it.
We have found the culprit of extra fuel apparently on my fuel regulator. This fuel regulator, this part is the vacuum which connects to the intake manifold, and apparently fuel has been coming up from here. What the hell?
You've been raining fuel.
I've been running rich. Selling my wallet is not rich. Are you running rich? No, you're running normal. Yeah.
You've been injecting fuel into the intake.
Yeah, man. So extra fuel. That's why my car has always have map. What do you call it? Pop and bang. So now we're gonna steal some fuel regulator from some other car for me to use for a while and plug it in.
Borrow.
Steal
my
but
friend.
Steal but return. Thank you, Patrick. So just from the fuel regulator change, look at the house. Listen to how smooth my car is now. Damn. Yo, the idling sounds super smooth, man. I've never heard this car before like this. Wow. And all because of a spoiled fuel regulator. That's insane. That's insane. Can you imagine how long I've running this car rich? from the fuel regulator leaking and throwing extra fuel into the intake manifold of the vacuum hose. Damn. Next spring is already done. And now Eddie is taking out the front absorber because we're gonna swap out the front spring to a stiffer spring since Joshua has extra spring. So he's taken out the adjustable up already. So since I want to use a stiffer spring of 8K, taking out that spring and put in the stiffer spring. I don't know the spring that Joshua have is suitable or not. Hopefully suitable. 8K spring. Yeah. All spring 6K. Since the advice that I got that I need to run 8K on the front, but then seems like the front absorber is not that healthy, sad. But let's just try lah.
No more odd fuel smell.
Yeah, I know. Feels weird to hear my car running like that.
Captain dah.
Damn! Now my car become less fun some more. From rotary to flames and now totally nothing. But it should be faster.
You want to know why? Because Green Wheel Center fixed car.
Yeah.
So his car getting less and less odd.
That was more boring.
We make his car boring.
Nice car shit.
Because everything was done here, right? All the getting more silent and silent. It's all done here. But it's getting faster.
Hopefully though. Kerasnya. So just preload the shaft. So you spin the top all the way to tight.
Press the spring,
And
and then you just turn. Usually one or
which is
two. So you
zero
just
preload.
tighten a bit. Then should be okay already lah. But then depend on your application also.
Okay.
So
that's zero preload. I heard there's like a term that's saying zero preload and positive preload and negative preload.
I thought it's supposed to be neutral preload.
Yeah, a positive preload is when you from the zero tightness, then you increase.
When you are
the
happy, you are positive. When you are sad, you are negative.
Okay. So this is what, zero preload?
Now?
Yeah.
No, it's positive a bit.
Oh, you
Because
tighten.
because this is a 8K spring, and then by estimation for your usage on track, this needs to be
a bit tighter.
Positive.
Understand
And
though.
then, but one thing about adjusting the collar, you always, when you try to tighten it, you always the bottom one, you let it spin with the top a bit, then you gotta tighten both of it. So it will not like jam together too much.
Voila! Absorber in 8K spring. Now to install back everything and test drive the car. Wonder how it feels like. Very curious. Aren't you curious how the car is gonna feel?
I am. I'll test drive it first.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing's loose.
that is the video of us changing the suspension setup on the Proton Saga with the 8K spring on the front adjustable and the rear to the Performax Sport Spring. Hopefully that will help with Mark driving the car in the track, because before this Mark said the rear is very soft, which is true. With the original absorber, the spring, which is, I don't know, like 2K spring rate, maybe the original spring, which is changed to sport spring. I don't even know what is the sport spring rate, but now it's a lot stiffer. Me and Joshua have tested the car, which you guys saw in the video. Definitely a lot stiffer, and seems like the Forcium tires is, I don't know, man, maybe it's not good enough for the track. It's a bit slippery. For daily use, it's really good. Waiting for the day that we can try the car on the track, but we have to wait a little bit of time because this weekend is the Fast Cult event in the stadium, so that means the track is closed for their event. So hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
She lays down next to me.